If you're a beginner and you're looking into getting into affiliate marketing or content marketing, you probably need to watch this entire video because I'm going to share with you guys what I wish I knew 3 years ago when I started that would have skyrocketed my success going forward. So the first thing is, I'm getting right into it. You need to have a niche. And this is something that people don't realize. I knew I kind of needed a niche, but I didn't realize how important it really was for me to have a niche. That way I could really go in depth with all my topics. Now you might be thinking, well, what is my niche? There are niches out there for anybody and everybody because people have different interests, right? Just because I do content marketing, I have a barbecue at home, I'm about to live out of an RV. There is so much content out there about barbecuing, RVing, being an arborist, right? Maybe you're a bartender and you want to share cocktail recipes. Maybe you are the best at doing laundry and how to get out stains. I mean, the list goes on and on. There are so many niches to follow and go into. Now, you're probably going to make 25, 30, 40, maybe even 50 videos and you're like, well, I'm done. I've covered everything. You haven't. I promise you, you haven't. You have to keep going deeper and deeper. So if you think about it, right, let's think about concrete, right? Concrete's pretty flat overall. You can make content for just about anybody at that flat level. Now, you have a huge audience that you can reach, but chances are pretty good there's no money in it. There's a term that says the riches are in the niches, and it's so true. The more you are an expert in certain areas, the more likely you are to be really, really successful or compensated financially for your knowledge. This is so critically important because if you're just like, hey, I want to start a vlog channel, you are at the surface level. You're probably not going to go too deep in a lot of areas, and that's okay. But if you really want to make money with content marketing or affiliate marketing, you have to pick a niche. So think about that concrete and now break that concrete, or after it's been weathered a little bit, it starts to have a crack, right? That crack is your niche. And your goal is to dive down as deep as humanly possible in that niche. Hence why I don't make I'm about to be living in an RV, right? My homeowner projects. I don't make any of that content for this channel because it doesn't fit the niche that I'm a part of. Now, I will be starting up a personal vlog channel, but these things don't fit into what this whole channel is about. But once you figure out your niche, whatever that may be, maybe you arrange flower arrangements, maybe you are a home designer, maybe you are a house flipper, go as deep as possible and keep going into the bottom of that niche. I mean, like the questions that nobody thinks about, those are the questions. Or you're struggling to find that information on Google, that should be a light bulb above your head to say, oh my God, this is something that I need to make. That is when you're going to start really helping people figure out what niche to go into, right? These are all questions that people are going to have. And by making content that is all the way at the bottom of that crack, I mean, there's probably 10 people on this earth that want to watch it. Go make that video because those 10 people would be willing to pay you crazy amounts of money. The deeper you go, the more difficult it is to fix those problems, the more money you're going to make out of it. So think about that as you're picking out your niche. The surface level, there's not much money. It's very hard to make money in the surface level area, right? Vlogging is cool and you can make it interesting, but it takes a long time to make any money. And even if you do make money, it's nowhere near the money that you're going to make if you do pick a niche, especially with a niche with a broader audience that somebody hasn't covered, right? When we were buying a grill, I was really curious. There's the Smoking Dad Barbecue. Yes, he only has 60,000 or 66,000 subscribers, but here's the thing. Those 60,000 people are super loyal. He loves the brands. He's probably getting crazy endorsements from them. He's probably making crazy sponsorships. And sorry, I'm hanging out with my dog here. He has probably courses on how to smoke meat. He's probably going to release a book that people are going to buy for $20, $30, $40, $50. I mean, it is crazy. That is a very specific niche, and he really follows in the Kamado Joe niche, right? That's really his thing. Now, he does do other brands, and if this makes no sense to you, go watch his channel. You'll start to figure out what I'm talking about. But he goes so deep. What's the best flavor to get smoke? How to get more smoke? Different techniques on how to get smoke. He just keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper into his niche. And that's exactly what you need to do. So the first thing is, I really wish I did this, was pick that niche. And after you pick that niche, make a list of 100 plus different videos that you can make. I mean, literally everything that you could go into, and start to write that down, because you will forget, I promise you. You might think about it, but as time goes on and you make that 25th, 50th, 75th video, you're like, oh, what else do I make? That's when that cheat sheet comes into play, and you can start to say, oh, I need to make this video, this video, this video, this video. That's number one. Number two is, I already said it, if you cannot find it on Google and you've already picked a niche, this should be a clear identifier that you need to make a video about it, and probably a blog post about it. Now, every YouTube channel should be accompanied by a website, and every website, if you're comfortable with it, should be accompanied by a YouTube channel. Other social media platforms as well, but these are the two heavy hitters. People go to Google and people go to YouTube for the answers that they are looking for. YouTube, they want to be entertained, and Google, they are looking for very specific information. If you cannot find the information that you are looking for and you've Googled, you need to be on top of it, write it down, and put it on the list for something that you need to make a video about. It is transformative. And when you do that, you're going to be like, one of my videos had it was something with reviews. I forget the exact video, like how to deal with, or why your reviews aren't showing up. There was nothing about that on Google. I had insider information from Google and from Yelp as to why reviews weren't showing up and the process behind it, but I couldn't find really good information on YouTube or on Google about it. So I made the video, and it took almost 2 years, and now it's starting to get almost 1,000 views every single month. So just because you released a video doesn't mean it's not going to perform well. But if you can't find it on Google, you need to bring that idea to life and create content around it. Which brings me to number 3. You're not going to have success early on. It's the sad truth. Your first videos are going to stink. My first videos were horrible. Do not worry about that. If you make good content that provides crazy value to people, you are going to have success on your channel or on your blog. That's it. That is the most important thing. It has to be good content. It can't be very light, can't be very surface level. It has to go deeper. This is the information that I wish I knew, because in the beginning, I got very, very discouraged about not having success on my videos. I got very discouraged about no subscribers. Subscribers is a totally vanity metric, but I was really disheartened over the fact that it wasn't growing at the rate that I thought it should grow at. That's not the case. Just make content. The more content you make, the more chances you have of getting picked up by the algorithm and getting more subscribers. Just go with that. So just know that your first videos are going to suck, and keep working on it. If you're editing your own stuff, try to get better every single video. And if you really want to have that content that wows people, you're going to have to edit it. Every big YouTuber, especially vlogger out there, edited their own stuff until they made enough money to hire a team of people to help them. So keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged in the beginning. I know it's very hard to do, but it's something that I had to deal with and many other people have to deal with. Over time, it will get easier, I promise. And that brings me to number 4, subscribers and the vanity metrics. What YouTube cares about, and Google, is page time and watch time. Those are the 2 most important factors out there. If you are focusing on anything else, how many subscribers, you could buy subscribers. It's never going to help your channel, right? You can have, I know channels that have 500,000 subscribers and get 5,000 or 10,000 views per video. It's the sad truth, because they're focused on the vanity metrics of like encouraging, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. They say it 4, 5, 6, 7 times per video. That's not going to help your channel grow. I hate to say it. What you need to focus on is quality content, producing and giving out good information, and ultimately focusing in on that niche. And that is going to be what's going to help you succeed. I had a question, somebody's like, hey, I like your content and you have really valuable content, but you don't have that many subscribers, because currently I'm sitting at around 500 subscribers. What's the story? You got to keep in mind, just because it's 500 subscribers doesn't mean anything. These people have reached out to me. They've expressed interest in buying a course. They're interested in hiring my agency for websites. There's so many other things that go through with it. So just because a channel has 500 subscribers does not mean they're not making thousands of dollars on the back end. Now, yes, YouTube hasn't cut me a check, and that's okay. But I've picked up plenty of customers by providing crazy value, because not everybody can do it themselves, and that's totally fine. I encourage you to watch more YouTube videos, but people are so like, well, I'm not going to make any money with 500 subscribers. I started making money at like 150 to 200 subscribers. It was kind of weird. I got my first person reaching out to me saying, hey, they wanted to work with me or they needed coaching. And because of that, it's kind of snowballed. And the the responses and reach out has been more and more. So whatever niche you're in, don't think, oh my God, I'm never gonna get the subscribers I really want. Trust me, you will, and those people will be willing to pay for you. Just pick a good niche, right? And don't think like where I am with an agency, people want to hire me and my agency. If you sell a product, that's okay. People are gonna be interested in buying your product or seeing if you can make custom products for them. So that doesn't really matter. Don't worry about the vanity metrics. Likes are important. It shows YouTube how many people are engaging with your video. Subscriptions are kind of important, but they're more of a vanity metric. Just focus on providing really good content that is really thorough and goes down to your niche of people, and you will succeed. And the last but not least is start with an offer or an opt-in on whatever you do. If it's YouTube or if it's blogging, it does not matter. Just have an opt-in. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. There is an opt-in at the bottom of this video in the description to join my newsletter. That's it. If you want to join it, sign up. I provide crazy value once a month on there. I'll probably be doing it pretty often, or more often than I am now. But so many people build this huge channel. I have friends with 25, 50, 100,000 subscriber channels, and they've never had an opt-in. So they have 0 people on their email list. Your value and your money comes from your email list. I've mentioned it several times now. It comes down to how many people visit your website, how many people subscribe to your email list, whether that's through a lead magnet or just voluntarily opting in. And out of those people, there's going to be a certain percentage that buy. Maybe it's 2%, maybe it's 5%, maybe it's 1%. So as fast as I can get to that higher number on my email list, the better and more likely I am to succeed. That's why you see YouTubers that are like, hey, if you want my cheat sheet, grab it down below, right? Even me, hey, my traffic calculator breaks down how many people you can get per month if you create content and how much money you can expect to make. That's a really cool cheat sheet. But hey, some people are like, I don't actually want that. I just want to join your subscription and newsletter. That way I can be informed when new things are happening in the business. And that's fine. But come up with an offer, come up with an opt-in, at least something. If you're curious to know how to get into that opt-in, just go on HubSpot.com, fire up a totally free account. There will be a link as an affiliate link down below, and just jump on there and you'll be able to figure out how to at least create the basics of a landing page so you can have people opt into your email list and you could begin the process of growing your business. Those are the 5 tips. Those will drastically change the way you grow your business, the way you use content marketing for Google and for YouTube. And I promise you, if you follow these steps, which I wish I knew earlier, you will succeed, or you'll just succeed way earlier than everybody else. Once again, I see these mistakes all the time, and people ask me like, well, how do I make more money? How do I do this? How do I do this? This is the secret sauce that nobody is talking about, right? It's very few. You might pick up, you might have to watch 5 videos to find out all 5 of these, and I just gave them to you guys. So I hope that's earned a like button at this point. I hope that's earned a subscription at this point. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.